my channel. I'm Evie and I'm back with an episode of Stardew Valley. So in the last episode we got to meet the wizard first of all, and we had a little party time with him, so now we can speak in Jumino. We also went and visited the saloon, so that way we can go and build up some friendships with people with what money we had left. And that was pretty much all we did last episode. We partied. It was Friday night and we just went at it, oh, it's Saturday night. Oops, I just read that. But moving into today, as you can see, we had an invitation to the Adventurers Guild from Marlin. So we have to go slay 10 green slimes in order to enter that, which we'll definitely try to do today. But as you can see, we probably won't be able to since it's a sunny day and, well, my energy is horrible. We quickly said hello to Miso and I filled up his water dish. I know that technically does nothing, but I want my cat to be not thirsty. Unfortunately, we can't feed him. It'd be cool if we can give him cat treats. I think that would be a pretty fun thing. So we did get to meet the wizard. We went to his house. We could speak Jumino. We had like some potions with him. You know, a great Saturday, right? It is also Mayor Lewis's birthday. I think I mentioned that. I can't fully remember. So we will have to go and find some gift for him. I will have to probably get some foraging items or something. I'm not entirely sure what we'll get him yet, but I am trying to build up my friendships, especially with like the bachelorettes. So I will probably try and go out and get some gifts for them or just see what I can find out and about in the wild. I won't go too out of the way. I am horrible for gifting. I forget about it all the time. So what else did we do? We also went into the mines and we played around the mines a little bit. And I also had like a little rant about the SpongeBob Let's Play. I watched a little Simsy talk about that, and let's just say that is something else. And we're just going to leave that somewhere else, honest to God. But anyways, yeah, so we're back in Stardew Valley. I played a little bit yesterday, so I had some time to play through 2 days, but this is just going to be for Sunday the 7th. I don't like making back-to-back days on it. It's a long video, and I probably could record it in time, but I like new voiceovers after the fact. It just helps. Anyways, so we will go visit Lewis. We will go try and get the Adventurers Guild. My energy is low already, which is awful because we just started the day and I don't have a whole lot of money where I can go and buy food. So that's a little bit concerning. We also unlocked the community center too, so we finally get to see what items we have to donate for that, and thankfully it's not too bad. We don't have to do a perfection bundle yet. I know my luck, I'll probably get that sometime down the road, but I don't know if that won't spawn in because we already have things for crops, and it was just like the little crop thing in there, if that makes any sense. I'm not making any sense, and that's okay. We also have to build a scarecrow, which I will be honest, I kind of forgot about, and I was trying to like get enough stuff for it, but my energy was so low, and I'm like already running out of time. Like, I don't know if anyone else who's played Stardew just experiences like that panic sensation during the first, at least the first year. I find the first year is full of panic. Like, you know, you're trying to rush to get the community center done. You're rushing to get these quests done because there's so many quests in the beginning of the game. You're rushing to get to meet people. You're rushing to get your crops done. You're rushing to get this, to get that, to level up so you can get better things. And the whole game is just stress-induced, honestly. And that's kind of why I haven't been like properly playing it, because I have to like put my mind into it before I get too further in. So yeah, that's I just find it so stressful, and like I have anxiety. I don't need additional anxiety from these games. So I like Animal Crossing. There's no deadlines with that. But anyways, so we will try to get some stuff too for the community bundle. I think foraging is probably the best one we can do. I don't have the energy to go around for like trees and stuff and try to get 500 sap. That's definitely going to take a long time for me to get. But we'll quickly go over and see Beans and Toast and see how they're doing and grab their little eggs, because, you know, they're so nice to us. They give us eggs. And realistically, I probably could have had those eggs for the energy, but I'd rather put those sorts of things into good use. So I definitely will be going out into the town and checking trash cans in case we get a free meal. And I'm sorry, Linus, for stealing your food, but a girl's got to eat too. And unfortunately, our grandfather, that's who gave us the farm, did not leave us with much. I will also quickly say, if you hear any weird noises in the background, my neighbor was recently snow blowing. I think he's done now, but we've had so much snow over like just today, really. So if you do hear some weird sound in the background, that is my neighbor snow blowing. I am sorry in advance. And I realized too, in my episode yesterday of Animal Crossing, I did hit the mic and I talk with my hands, and I don't have like a stationary mic. I have like a headphone mic, so I do hit that sometimes, and I try my best to avoid it or cut it out where I can. But if you ever hear that, I am 100% super sorry. I also was so proud of myself because it was Sunday, and I remembered that the traveling cart was in town, so we finally got to see her. So she just sells a bunch of random things. She does have stuff overpriced, so I would highly, 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 highly recommend to check her out when she's in town. She's on Fridays and Sundays, so I definitely forgotten that Friday. And usually for foraging, not foraging, but for the community center, she is a great way to get some stuff during the early part of the game. Especially when some stuff are not available to like later part and you want to try to complete it within the first year. So 10 out of 10 recommend going to her, but again, it is costly. I also went quickly to check in with Marnie. I didn't really buy anything from her because I didn't need to. However, I do want to build up the friendship, and I just hit the mic, I'm sorry. I also gifted her an egg, because I just want to be able to get into her room for non-creepy purposes. That sounds horribly stalkerish. But I do want to build up my friendship with Marnie, which again, I highly recommend to do, because there is a quest coming up pretty soon, I would say, where we have to have access to get into her house for something. Again, I'm sure most people know. We also got a copper bar from that, which was actually like a really good surprise. To explain why I got that green tea from the traveling cart, is actually one of the love gifts of Mayor Lewis, and while I don't really care much for Mayor Lewis, I do need some friends in this town, because let's just be real, I am a lonely, lonely farmer on my island. Island? Oh my gosh, no, we don't have an island. I'm not that cool. I just have my own island. So in the meantime, we will go for a quick Lewis hunt while I just babble again about the fact I cannot speak for the life of me. And it's just awful. Sometimes my brain thinks faster than my mouth works, or my mouth works faster than I think. I don't know. Either way, they're not connecting. They never sync up. But yeah, I unfortunately cannot find any food in the trash cans. I guess Linus got to the first, and I am left just hungry and low energy. We also visit Clint just to get some, or geodes processed, in hopes that maybe I have something for the museum. But thankfully we did. We did have the earth crystal, so it wasn't like a complete waste of my time. Because again, there's just too much to do and so little energy to expand on. So unfortunately, it's just been like a little bit difficult with these things. I definitely know I could buy food from the saloon. I mean, not right now. I have no food. And I could have technically sold my parsnips to Pierre for quick food. And I also didn't buy any crops because I was just like, whatever. I cannot deal with it. And I just wanted to save my money because I do want to get the inventory upgrade. And we also have some stuff we need to get from Robin. And I am slacking. I feel like I'm so behind on this game. And I just hit my elbow. Oh my gosh. That actually really hurt. Okay, I should just put my hands down and just stop talking with them. But I did quickly check in with Gus in case there was anything like I could potentially buy to eat, but we are broke. We are broke as can be, and it's awful. So our energy is just gonna be horrible, but I did find Lewis out here, and I was just making sure I did not accidentally sell the green tea or drink it myself, but Lewis did get his birthday gift, which is great. Evelyn also wanted a bream. So I definitely took that up so that way we can make a glitter friend with Evelyn. And I mean, Evelyn's like a sweet little grandma. She'll send you cookies. So I mean, like, why wouldn't you want to be friends with her? She's so cute and such a sweet woman. Like, I feel like she gives warm hugs. I don't know if that's weird to say, but I just feel like she's a very warm character. And I love Evelyn. I was also going to, like, get some leeks, or I think the spring onions or spring leeks. One of those things George likes, and George is Evelyn's husband. He's the grumpy old man, but he's a big sweetheart on the inside. If you get to know him, I do like George. I thought he was grumpy at first, but like, I get it. I'd be grumpy too, but anyways, so I think it was him, and I was like, man, I thought Mayor Lewis wanted that stuff, but it turns out I was wrong. It's actually George who I kept getting him confused with, and I'm so glad I did not waste my time looking for those at the time, because there's just so much to do today. And so we'll quickly go into the mines as well and just see what slimes I can get with what energy I have. And obviously, I do want to make my way to the mines as soon as I can. There's a lot of good things you get. And obviously, you level up through mining and combat, which is important. So, again, you just want to kind of do that when you can. Just knock off a few levels as you go. Because, like, it goes into intervals of 10. So, once you go from, like, 5 to 10, you have an elevator. You can just teleport to 10. So, it's not like you have to go and do all of them at once. So, it's always good to, like, get the chance and just try to go through the mines as soon as you can. And I got kind of lucky with that crab because he did drop a cherry bomb, which made it a little bit more easier for me to navigate through. However, I did go in there with a lot of stuff in my inventory, so it was a little bit of a rookie mistake, I'm not gonna lie, and I do a little bit of silly goose things every now and then. So we'll let that bomb explode, and I don't think I got the staircase, so unfortunately my energy will have to succumb to the fact that that bomb was just not working. And if I'm honest, it was getting a little difficult to see in the mines because, again, I think I just have to take my brightness, and I've had some issues with nighttime and just seeing it on the computer. So I definitely will have to try and figure that out. I'm used to playing it on like the handheld version of the Switch, not just on the computer. Again, I do play it through my Switch. I don't have it on my computer. I have debated it because I think Stardew Expanded looks really fun, and I've watched some people play playthroughs of that or like talk about it, and it just it looks so fun. However, regular Stardew overwhelms me, and just watching playthroughs of the expanded mod, I'm like, oh my gosh, that seems like an anxiety attack racked in a bundle, and I have anxiety. I'm not trying to make a joke of it. It's actually a very serious thing. But it's just fun to joke about those things when it's something you relate to. Anyways, I am in the mines too, just to try to get what slimes I can, because I do want to get into the Adventurers Guild, because I heard it's a really cool group, Marlon, cool guy. But anyways, I think my energy is definitely going to be like, no girl, not today. You gotta wait for another day. So that's probably going to be a goal of the next episode. We have quite a few goals in this episode, and whenever I post the next one. So stay tuned if you're interested in hearing more about the Adventurers Guild. But yeah, so that's pretty much that's definitely one of the downsides to the start of the game, and I think that's one of the things I forget about, especially, or it just kind of makes me never want to restart it, especially the speed too. The speed's another thing that just gets on my nerves. And we got a little bit lucky with that bundle that we got some sap, so I did throw away the bug meat because we don't actually have any recipes yet for bug steaks, which will let you fill up the energy a little bit. I was also trying to see if I can get cave carrots, because I think you can get those at any levels. I don't think they're locked to any specific level. It might only be higher levels too, or maybe it's lower levels. I can't say for sure. I don't remember those things like I probably should. But I will say, while we did not get every slime in the mines, we've had a really productive gathering of stuff. And I just didn't have anything in my inventory that I wanted to get rid of at the moment, so I kind of did leave that quartz there, but we can definitely stock up on another day. It's not like an all end well, all loss, or... There's a statement I'm trying to make, and I'm sure you get what I'm trying to say, but I don't think I get what I'm trying to say. But we did grab a horseradish, and I will say it was a little bit silly. Oh, I didn't realize I could make a cherry bomb. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I didn't realize I could have made a cherry bomb, and we could have, got through more levels in the mines. But anyways, yeah. Damn me. And I also ate that horseradish, which would be an instant regret, because that is something I need for the community center bundles. And while we do have the whole of spring to collect these things, it is better to get it done ASAP, because knowing my luck, they'll never spawn again, or I'll just forget about it each time, and then it'll be summer before you know it, and no horseradish. So I did make that mistake, which I instantly clocked, if I'm honest, once I realized what I was doing, and I was like, why would I ever do that? It was such a stupid mistake of me. But other than that, other things we have to do before the day ends, we will go catch that Bream for Evelyn, not Caroline. Caroline's a completely different character, actually. But I will quickly go catch that Bream. Unfortunately, it is too late to gift it to her. However, it is a quest for 2 days, so we will be able to, not donate it, but we will be able to give it to her pretty shortly, actually. And that was the moment when I realized the horseradish was needed for something else. That was just the moment I knew I messed up right then and there. I goofed. It's okay. So anyways, yeah, that pretty much soon brings us to the end of the day. I have no energy. And just to play it safe, because I didn't want to have 60 tools and stuff in my inventory, I removed everything really quickly so that way I can just have room for all the fishing. And I also checked up in this area because a lot of good forageables come up by the bus stop. But today was not the day for that. So the next episode, we'll definitely be doing a lot more foraging than what we did today. Today was just kind of catching up on everything and just getting back to Stardew, because it's been over a month since I played it. I did upload an episode last week. However, that was just from November, so it has been a while. And again, I mentally have to prepare myself for Stardew if I don't play it day in and day out, because it's a game with a lot of remembering to do, and my brain is just a little bit scattered sometimes. In case you have not caught on to that, it's just scatterbrained. I've also been looking into, to divert from Stardew while I fish. I've been looking at some challenges, too, for The Sims 4 that I'm, kind of curious on what to do. I was looking at, the It's a Mermaid challenge, and As you can tell, we got really lucky, and the first catch I got was the bream, so I was really excited about that, and I decided to test my luck again with fishing. And that was when I seen the exhausted thing, and I was like, oh crap, I probably should go back to bed and just go straight back to the farm, so that way I can get my rest in, so the next day I don't have like lower energy, which again is just very frustrating. I'm not gonna lie with that. But as I was saying, I was really looking at different challenges. There was a mermaid challenge that I was kind of thinking about testing. It's like a legacy one, because I am like working on a project right now about like the runaway teen slash like rags to riches, fame, like nobody to somebody. I don't know, like there's like 60 different names for these things, but it is a combination basically of rags to riches and runaway teen, where basically she just tries to get famous when she's an adult, which is pretty cool. I've been working on that project right now, and I'm not ready to upload it or anything, but I do want to do something with The Sims pretty soon. So I've been looking at like little legacy challenges to play on my own time, because like my Sims are I don't even know what I was trying to say there, but I've recently started a new world and been playing it on my computer. Again, I have a new computer, and I was playing it on a very old computer, so it's like recently I've been able to play The Sims without like an hour of loading time or like lag and glitches. And I mean, obviously the game has lots of glitches anyway, but just know it was way worse. So anyways, I've been playing that, and it's been so much fun in the game. I just forgot how much chaos is in the game, because like my sim gave birth, and like next thing I knew, her house was being robbed. And then when I aged her infant, like the newborn, into an infant, it was like, can't believe the robber got away. And I'm like, girl, how do you even remember that? Like, you were just like fresh out of the fetus when that happened. Like literally a freshborn fetus. And that's okay, freshborn fetus. It's just like, you wouldn't even remember that, because the cop obviously did not succeed in catching the robber right after my sim gave birth, when she was just literally the sim. Well, I think she made it through a sim week, and then she was pregnant, and I was like, girl, why? Mind you. And then like, okay, she got married to Lou Howell, like they eloped, and I mean, Lou Howell, like, you can't go wrong with like choosing him, because I clicked instantly, and I'm like, okay, kind of like where this is going. But within like 2 days on one date, Lou Howell was like, yeah, let's get married. Why not? Let's have a kid. Why not? Let's move in. I know you for 2 days, but let's do all of it. So I forgot how chaotic The Sims was, so that's why I've been like really trying to figure out like a little legacy thing that I can do. But anyways, I will try to find something, because I do want to get some more CC and stuff. I've been having so much fun downloading CC now that it works on my computer. But yeah, that's where I am at with that now, because I do want to do something now that Animal Crossing is slowing down again until like January, because it's slow right now, because we kind of did have the post game like KK Slider concert, and Stardew, like I said, I have to like mindfully be into the idea of playing Stardew in the moment. But anyways, that pretty much sums up this episode. If you enjoyed what you see, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe if you want to. I'm also over on Tumblr if you wanted to check that out. The link will be in the bio. But other than that, I hope you have a great day, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Bye!